Welcome to Picard Cast. We're super excited today. It's just going to be me, Brooke, your host, and the lovely Rebecca.
Hello.
We don't have any guests today because we are just going to cover the second trailer that they posted at New York Comic Con, or showed at New York Comic Con.
Yeah.
Super excited. We didn't unfortunately get to go, but we got to watch it, and I've watched it about 30 times.
Same.
Why don't you tell everybody what happened to us Saturday when we were watching it? I just think it's an amusing little story.
So, Saturday, for those who don't know, Brooke and her roommate came up to New York for New York Comic Con. But Saturday, we went to go see a play. We went to go see Betrayal on Broadway. And after the play was over, I was looking at my phone, as one does. And I said, oh my God, they dropped the trailer at New York Comic Con. So I pulled it up on the phone. I gave Brooke an earbud. I put the other one in my ear. And we sat there and we watched the trailer. We watched about 2/3 of it, and we were so absorbed in the trailer that we did not know that the entire theater had pretty much emptied out until the usher came along and said, you have to go now. And we were just like, but we're Watching this. Okay, we'll watch it outside. So that was pretty funny, actually. We were that absorbed.
It was pretty
in it.
It was pretty great, and I think he went, ladies, like a couple times, and we just never heard it.
So true. Yeah, that's how absorbed we were in the trailer.
We had to watch it as soon as we could once our play was over, and it was pretty great. And of course, we had some of you sending us your thoughts about it, or actual links to the trailer or whatever. So thank you, dutiful listeners out there.
Yeah, we really appreciate it. We really do, actually, when we have listeners that have sent us a little message saying, hey, did you see this? And what do you think about it? And we're always excited to take a look and give you our thoughts. And we're definitely going to be talking about some theories that we have about what's going to happen in Picard based on this trailer. I can also talk about how I cried at the end because I got very emotional. And I never realized how much I needed to see Will Riker as an angry dad who yelled at his kid to stop yelling. And I just imagine that if William Riker was alive in 2019, he would be yelling at his kids to lower the thermostat and to close the door because he's not, quote, heating the whole neighborhood. He's such a dad, and I am here for it.
We'll get to that. It'll probably be a while because I took a lot of notes.
That's good, though. We like a lot of notes.
I took as many notes as I do for an episode, you guys. Because episodes, we know what's going to happen. This, we've got lots of speculation, and there were a lot of, cutting to other things with voiceovers. And if you haven't seen it yet, you need to watch it. Don't just listen to us talk about it. Watch it first, okay?
Yeah.
So go now.
Yes, watch it first. It's only 2 minutes and 45 seconds, and then come back and listen to us talk about it.
Command functions are offline.
All right, good. Now that you watched it, here we go. So it opens with Picard walking from left to right in the shot, and he kind of grins, and it's got sort of a little dark background with the little, kind of the promotional shots with the sun, some sort of light in the background, and clouds or whatever, that kind of thing. He kind of grins, and as he makes his way to the right hand side of the screen, the Picard logo pops up, then the premiere date, January 23rd, as well as the CBS All Access logo comes up. Watching this, we were really excited to see that the date popped up.
Yeah, absolutely. We were anticipating that New York Comic Con would be the official date that the first episode would drop. So, and we weren't disappointed. We definitely did get that. So that was great.
After Picard swaggers through the shot and we get the date and everything, we see a wide shot of Chateau Picard. You see the house and the vineyards and all that kind of thing. Then we see another wide shot, and this time it's a tree and with the vineyards and things in the background, and someone is standing there painting it. You know, it's from far back, but you can kind of tell that they're wearing what seems to be, you know, a security engineering kind of uniform from the Next Generation, you know, the yellow with the black on it. And it's light skin, so it's like, could it be Data? I don't know. He's dead, but we'll see. It zooms in. We see the paintbrush painting on the canvas. And then we see shadow on the ground. The shadow is Picard. And then we find out that the painter is Data. Could be B4. That feels weird to say B4.
Mm-hmm.
But we're not 100% sure because he doesn't do a total derp face when he says, "Would you like to finish it, Captain?" Referring to this painting.
I kind of feel like this could be a flashback to Data or a dream about Data, like, because he acts more like Data rather than B4. So, I mean, who knows? But this just feels like a dream sequence to me.
Right. Yeah, and we will get to that where it might be, because you never know with trailers how they're going to cut it. So, but he's referring to this paint. I don't know if this is going to come back to us, if this is going to mean anything. But this painting is like it looks like a tall cloaked figure next to an ocean, like a raging sea or something. May come back, may not, but, you know, we had that one where Data was having visions and he was doing paintings and all that kind of thing, so who knows? And Picard responds to him, "I don't know how," but Data shakes his head and replies, "That's not true, sir." Excuse me, that is not true, sir, since Data does not use conjunctions. Then he goes to hand the paintbrush to Picard, and we start flashing back and forth from this scene of the paintbrush moving to Picard's hand to these, like this battle scene. You see ships and things and lasers, and, you know, you're like, how did I get into a Star Wars movie all of a sudden? And once, we don't know if it's like a flashback, or if that's a dream, or if it's a dream within a dream, or if it's a flashback in a dream, or if it's just nonsense. You know, because it could just be stuff that we will see in real time, not necessarily stuff we'll see like as a flashback. But like I said, we don't know.
Right.
I think it's probably like a flashback for him, because we don't exactly know yet why he completely left Starfleet, and I feel like maybe that has something to do with it. What do you think?
I mean, yeah, I feel like for sure this series will explore the reasons why Picard has left Starfleet, and certainly, as we talk about this trailer, there are scenes that make me feel like this is not the Starfleet that we're used to. Like, something has changed. Power has shifted maybe within Starfleet, and things are happening that Picard doesn't agree with. And even further than that, I mean, maybe that's even why Riker and Troy left Starfleet. Like, they're clearly not Starfleet officers anymore. So could that have something to do with it? Yeah, I think it absolutely could have a reason or something to do with why he left.
Well, once Picard takes hold of the brush, it goes to black, and then we see him laying in a bed and he wakes up. So at least in the trailer world, we can maybe assume this was just a dream, and, you know, he's waking up and his dog walks over and he pets it on the head, and he calls him number one, and everyone is excited because if he had a dog and did not call it number one...
I mean, what are we even doing here?
Exactly.
Like, if this dog is not named number one, what are we even doing?
Right. It's like, we'll just put away our microphones if that was going to happen. So Picard, wakes up, dog comes over, he pets it, number one, but he says, "Oh, it's all right, number one." And it's like, did the dog have a nightmare, or did you? But yeah, and then goes back to black, has the CBS All Access original series logo. Boom! Yes, we're getting this. This is real. We're excited. After the logo, we have Chateau Picard again. We have Picard saying, "I came here to find safety." Then we see him with number one. They're in the vineyard, and it looks like he has like a cane or like a walking stick or something. And then he continues, "But no one is ever safe from the past." So it's like, is that some foreshadowing going on?
Yeah, my question is, what is he looking to find safety from? I came here to find safety. Right. Why did he feel unsafe?
Right.
That's what, to me, is the biggest question mark right here when he says that line. I came here to find safety. But from what? Right. And then he says about the past, but so, definitely this is something, at least how this trailer is presenting it, something from Picard's past is directly connected to this series.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, presumably, if he were in Starfleet, that would be a safe place to be, even though they take risks at times, but they have, a whole armada. You know what I mean? It's like... Sure.
Yeah, and they certainly... And they talk about that a lot, how, Starfleet is not for, Starfleet is not safe if you're out in a ship in space. Like, mm-hmm. anything can happen to you. But if you work at Starfleet at a desk job, theoretically, you're probably pretty safe.
Yeah.
So again, I'm just not I think that's a big question mark for me, is what, safety from what?
Right. It fades to black again, and then we see him standing next to this table, and you can see a woman across the way from him. There's a table there. He's obviously sitting there drinking some of his wine because there's an open bottle, there's a glass, there's the hat he had on while he was in the vineyard with number one, and she says, "Please, sir, someone's after me." We realize this is Daj. She's played by Isa Briones. So, it kind of goes back and forth. She was talking, it looks at him, he looks kind of concerned, goes back to her as she's saying these words. Here's our mystery, because we know from the other trailer that she's got something to do with what's going on in this, but we don't know what's going to happen in this series, and now I guess this is just the first meeting of them.
Mm-hmm.
You have any predictions or anything about this bit?
I think that when she says someone's after me, I think it's someone in Starfleet.
Okay.
Because I think this is what it's adding up to. I think that there's some big conspiracy happening in Starfleet. Mm-hmm. There's a shot in the trailer that we're going to talk about in a minute that there is an article out from Screen Rant about what people are saying that means. And I think that someone in Starfleet is out to get her. And I think Jean-Luc does not know that at this moment, so that when he turns to Starfleet for help, I think that puts them onto the track of where she is, and They come after him, and that's why he's going outside of Starfleet to get a ship and a crew.
Yeah.
He's not calling, at least that we can see, he's not calling in favors from admirals and other captains. Mm-hmm. He is going outside the lines.
Right, yeah. He's collecting a cast of characters instead of, people we used to know.
Right.
Then we see the Golden Gate Bridge,